Hello, children. Welcome to our next lecture. Mrs. Poonam Giri here. We will continue the lesson 1.4, the story of tea. Page number 19. Second paragraph. How and when did people first begin to drink tea? An amazing story has come down to us from Chinese legends. It is said that Emperor Shennong, the father of Chinese agriculture and medicine, was on his travels when a servant was boiling some water for the emperor to drink. Just then, a few leaves from a nearby tree blew into the boiling water. The water immediately changed its color. On drinking the water, the emperor was amazed by the rich flavor and the refreshing quality of the resulting infusion. Excited by the unknown plant and its amazing flavor, he carried out further investigations and discovered that tea had many healing and restorative properties and could also be used as an antidote to certain poisons. Yet, another legend tells us that it was a Buddhist monk named Bodhidharma who was the first to use tea as a drink. He was keen to find herb or a medicinal plant which would help him stay awake and alert for long periods of time in prayer and meditation. After considerable search and trial, he found that chewing leaves from the tree shrub acted as a stimulant, helping him stay awake. It was he who first introduced tea among the disciples in China. It is said that Japanese priests studying under Buddhist teachers in the China carried tea seeds and leaves back home with them. Turkish traders also began to bargain for tea on the border of Mongolia. In fact, the story goes that the tea that he set up a research into the best tea whisking methods and also hosted tea making and tea tasting tournaments in the court. So tea minded was he that he failed to notice that Mongolia had actually taken over his empire. Thus, the habit of drinking tea spread to Japan, Europe, and England, where it became a fashionable and popular drink among the people. How did, how did this magical beverage get its name? The Chinese character Ti Teo was first used in early inscriptions to describe tea. But later, a new character Cha was developed to refer specifically to tea. The word cha cha is now sometimes used in English to refer to China tea. And as we all know, it is very close to Hindi word chai, which is used all over India to refer to tea. How did tea first come to India? Historians think that tea had been known in India as a medicinal plant since ancient times. But tea was not drunk for pleasure until the British began to establish plantations in the 19th century. In the 1770s, the British East India Company made several unsuccessful attempts to grow tea in Bhutan and Assam with seeds from China. Although these attempts failed, the botanist Robert Bruce in 1823 discovered tea plants growing wild in the upper Brahmaputra valley. In May 1838, the first Indian tea from Assam was sent to England for public sale. Since then, India has gone on to become one of the leading producers of tea in the world. Tea lovers claim that tea may be able to reduce the risk of cancer, control blood pressure, fight viruses in our body, and actually help us live longer. Our body produces chemicals called free radicals. They can damage our body and our health. Tea contains antioxidants called flavonoids. Scientists believe that these help to protect our system against free radicals. For many people, tea is a popular drink to have with friends. In many countries around the world, tea drinking is an important social occasion. Japan, China, Russia, Korea have special tea ceremonies and traditions. These ceremonies give people the time to relax and enjoy the taste and the smell of the tea. Most people in Japan belong to a tea club where they go every week to take part in the tea ceremony. Ordinary people also feel that tea ceremonies are spiritual occasions that are closely associated with their religion. Tea, they say, is a healthy, enjoyable, and stimulating drink full of good qualities. It reduces the loneliness and calms your heart. It is a comfort in everyday life. Many Koreans today still have a tea ceremonies for important occasions, including special birthdays and anniversaries. In most areas of China, the tea is made in small clay teapots. At tea ceremonies, cups are only half filled. The Chinese believe that the rest of the cup must be filled with friendship and affection. In Russia, tea is made and served in samovars, a special Russian tea kettle made of metal. Vietnam produces special varieties of tea such as lotus tea and jasmine tea. In Japan, tea is made using powdered green tea called matcha. The tea is mixed with boiled water using a bamboo whisk and served in small bowls. And how about India? A cup of tea is offered to any guest or visitor as a token of hospitality, even in the humblest of homes. Most Indians like their tea hot with a good deal of milk and sugar in it. In the rainy season, it is brewed with ginger to give it additional medicinal properties. Others add spices like cardamom, cloves, or mace to add to its taste and flavor. Tea is a must after a plate of spicy snacks, especially in the morning and evenings. Some connoisseurs relish delicately flavored jasmine tea, green tea, lemon tea, and even iced tea. How about you? Okay, children. Now we have completed this lesson and we have to solve the activities given in English workshop. You may do activity number 1, activity number 2, Activity number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. That means you have to do all the activities on page number 22 in your notebook. Okay children, all the best. Goodbye till the next lesson. Thank you.